That's for one. That's for one is probably the most important part of this shit because it's going to determine the results. You know what I mean? Lesson one is knowing what the fuck you want. You can't you can't be vague about this shit. You know what I mean? You can't be thinking in your mind like, yo, I want to be successful, or oh, yo, I want to have a lot of money, or like, you can't even be like, yo, I want to have $1 million. Like, you can't even. You gotta really understand what you want. Like, what do you want to happen to lead to whatever it is that you want? What steps is it going to take to happen to get whatever you want? You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's magic and all of that shit, man. If that shit exists, yo, I don't think motherfuckers is gonna teach you how to do magic, dog. So there's nothing magical about this shit. I'm trying to tell you what I'm going to be teaching you how to do. It's real. So in order to have anything real happen in your life, you have to do real shit. You know what I mean? You have to do in order to get. So it all starts with knowing what the fuck it is that you want, so you will know how to get it. So, for instance, let's just say, for instance, that I can imagine myself having a whole lot of money. That I can close my eyes and see me. I can visualize myself spending money. I can visualize myself being comfortable, no bills, laid up in the crib, ceiling fan on, mad windows in the house, somewhere in the mountains, chilling, TV on, music playing, kids running around. Like, I can visualize this shit. Side note, again, I ain't no scientist, none of that shit, so I don't know if this is gonna work for anybody who doesn't have an imagination. If you cannot sit here and imagine shit in detail, this is not for you. Like, I don't know. It might work, it might not. My imagination is vivid. So when I sit and I like do these practices and these drills, I really, really sit and I go into detail to the point where I might fuck around and see the clock on the wall and see what time it is on the clock type shit. Like, I really, really go into this shit, you know what I mean? So you visualizing this shit and you think, what would get me there? How would I get what how much money would that cost? Don't that'll cost that much money. What would I do to get to that? I would probably be owning some kind of business. What kind of business would I be owning now to get that? So I could just chill, like I'm supposed to be working somewhere and I'm just laid up, solo fan on with the TV on and motherfucking music on and all the kids running around and shit. Like, what the fuck is going on? Maybe I got real estate. I got buildings. And I don't gotta go work because I can just collect money off of the buildings. Well, how the fuck did I get the buildings? I got the buildings because I got my credit up so fucking high where it was though all I needed was $50,000 to put down on a building that was worth $1.5 million. Alright, so how did I get the see now you understand where I'm going with this shit. So in order to get a long term goal of something like chilling and relaxing with your fucking kids, in order to get that type of shit, you really, really have to sit down and think about all of the steps that it's going to take to get there. And you can imagine any kind of fucking steps you want. If you want to be a fucking rapper, a ballerina, a rocket ship driver, whatever the fuck it is you want to do to get this shit that it's going to take to get to that shit, trust me, you can do it. Now, after you know what you want, this is the emphasis I'm trying to explain to you. You have to know what you want. You cannot be like in between shit. You can't second guess this shit. You have to know what you want. Now, when I say know what you want, I'm not saying pardon me. You have to know what you want to happen. Fuck what you want, because it's not about what you want. You have to know that this is for you. You know what I mean? Like, you have to know what you want to happen. Right? How do you want this shit to happen? All right. When I say that you have to know what you want, I mean to say you have to know what you want to happen. Underline this shit 14 times. I'm not gonna keep saying it 14 times, but underline this 14 times. You have to know what you want to happen. Once you know what you want to happen, you can start laying out the blueprint, and then, like I said, I'm gonna walk you through this shit step by step. The first step, again, the visualization. Somebody once told me while I was incarcerated that it costs nothing to dream. It's fucking free. So dream big. Dream as big as you fucking possibly can imagine. It's not gonna cost nobody any kind of fucking money. Definitely you. So once you sit around and think about what you want to happen, include everything that you want to happen, dog. Real shit. Include everything the fuck you want to happen. Trust me, yo. This shit is so real. Like, I don't want you to think this is no idiot shit. Like, I'm just getting high and just talking dumb shit. I'm not saying it. You can sit here and think that you're gonna want a fucking yard full of elephants and giraffes and shit. And like, I'm gonna tell you some shit, and then tomorrow you're gonna go out there and do this shit, and you're gonna be thinking and concentrating, and next week you're gonna have some giraffes. Nah, idiot. Like, if you thinking shit like that, like this ain't no game. Like, if you just sitting around like thinking like you're gonna ask questions and leave comments and shit like, yo, I just want this. Come on, man. Just be realistic. The bigger this, I'm not trying to restrain your dreams, but the bigger this shit that you dream, the harder you're gonna have to work to get this shit. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This is no fucking magic. This is for people who feel the motivation in life to succeed, and they want to manifest their reality, to manifest the thoughts of their mind into reality. The power of projection, projecting how the fuck you gonna do this shit and making that shit happen. Yes, if you're in this level of your life, you understand that sometimes it's not as easy as the fucking motivation or the wanting to do something. Sometimes you don't know how to do it. You don't know how it's gonna happen. You cannot imagine the steps it's gonna take. All you know is the fuck you want to do it, and you're willing to do the work. Now I'm trying to show you how to project the fucking life that you want to have into reality by taking the steps that you want to take. This is what I'm talking about doing. Now, after we run through these procedures of, like I said, applying this mathematics, I will get into the more powerful side of the situation, where as though you're applying the mathematics of thought and you're bringing forth reality in a different kind of way. Like, this shit is like moving matter, yo. And energy is energy is alive. So anything that is alive can be manipulated. You know what I mean? These things can be moved, and dealt with accordingly. So when you deal with this energy accordingly, down to thoughts, man. Like, I'm gonna sidebar for a second, cause I want to keep y'all interested, and all I want you to think, cause even though I'm sitting here like I'm beginning with the very basics of this shit, and telling you how to, like, cut through the bullshit of life, and start applying shit and bringing things to you. Like, this. It's not as easy as it sounds, but yeah, that's kind of basic though. Like, this is not like it's not too mad. It's not, like I said, it's not magic. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's knowing what you want and then knowing how to use your power, using your energy and your magnetism to pull the things that you want into your line. And once it's into your line, yeah, it's easy. What the fuck you doing? You gonna cut through the bullshit. But to keep your interest in the whole subject and the power, because trust me, man. I ain't doing shit. I'm sure this motherfucker's out there doing some shit that I can't even imagine. Like, yeah, I'm a little man on the totem pole, but I also understand there's a higher side to the science that involves manipulating thought and manipulating energies and instances. For an example, I want to say my examples for when I get into the whole topic, but for the sake of time, I don't want to just be wool gathering and shit trying to pull certain situations up. But I recently was in a certain situation, and I kind of didn't understand. I mean, I kind of did not know where it was going to end up at. I didn't know how it was going to work out. So I was kind of nervous about it. So, I mean, now that I'm in the state that I'm in, before I used to just get nervous about it and smoke and drink and like stress and just, you know what I mean? Just like, fuck it, just go into the situation. Like, yo, whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. And that's the mentality that we got. We hope for the best and prepare for the worst. If we just go into everything with that mentality, doesn't mean so strong, be resilient. Like, whatever it is, I did it, I'm going. Yeah, like I was saying, we be, we go into the situation like whatever it's going to be, it's going to be, and we resilient people. So you know that's how you move through situations. But now that I know how to do certain things that I be doing with this power of projection, I calm down. All right, I calm myself down. I thought about the situation in its entirety. All right, everything that was involved in the situation, where I stood, where the things that was set up to hold me down stood, how much room that had, you know, the possible outcome that could be, you know, outside of my favor, you know what I mean, the unfavorable results that could happen. So, you know what I mean, I just organized all of the situation, you know what I mean, got everything laid out. So now, with everything laid out, I think about the room that I have to maneuver through the situation. See, by accepting the reality of the situation, like fuck, you can't duck the shit. It's lined up in your life. You gotta go through it. By accepting the reality of the situation and laying everything out flat and being able to see this shit, you gonna see a maze. Of course, it's a maze. It looks all great, but a maze has a way in and a way out. So when it's all fucking laid out and you look into that fucking maze and you can see the shit clearly, you just look at the plan and you got it in your mind how to move through this shit. So once you got it in your mind how to move through this shit, you focus and you concentrate and you concentrate and you concentrate and you concentrate on that situation lining up. And when it lines up and you see it line up, you already got the blueprint and you just move through this shit. So I recently applied it. Like I said, when I get into it, I'm gonna go into the situation. You know what I mean? I'm gonna figure out a way to describe it. Like I said, the best that I can. But I moved through that situation, and then you know, just to go into a little bit of the intricacy of the whole situation. Once you're into that state of meditation, like you cannot be disturbed with negative thoughts. Like that's why I said when you deal with things, when you deal with this energy in accordance to the proper way, like you can't go about this in a negative manner. Like this ain't witchcraft. Like you can't put roots on people. And I mean, you can do what you want to do, but I ain't talking about no shit like that. So it's like the state of mind that you gotta be in to do this shit, yo, you gotta be on point, man. You gotta be on top of your crown. So, um, yeah, dealing with that situation, like it was kind of like dealing with my freedom, you know what I mean? So, dealing with my freedom, like, it was game time. So it's like family and all of that, the kids, like, yo, everybody, yo, leave me alone. Like everybody want to talk or bullshit. I'm getting frustrated with the things going on because it's like it takes a deep meditation to make this shit, make this shit, you know what I mean? To make this shit work how it's supposed to work. So I went into my shell, man. I went into my shell, and I went through my head, and I just kept going that shit. I just kept going over that shit over and over and over and over again. It's not about stressing. See, it's like I'm trying to say, like this is deep, cause like I know, like a lot of people say like, that's kind of stressing you. No, it's not about stressing, cause I wasn't stressing about what is going to happen, what is going to happen, what is going to happen. I was saying, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. Shit happened exactly the way I thought it was gonna happen. But like, like I said, like, man, yeah. But anyway, yeah. At the end of that situation, like on the fly like that, yeah, that shit drained me. At the end of the situation like that, drawing into that energy and using it all at once to do something like that, yeah, drained me. But yeah, I mean, I'm still out here making YouTube videos and shit like that. But yeah, back to the basics. Back to the first step, knowing what the fuck you want to happen. Alright? Think about that shit, yo.